Hello. Little bit of a late start there. StreamYard was messing with me a little bit there. Let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. Loud and clear. Great. Awesome. Thanks, Jer Bear. I'm just going to go through and read off who's in the side chat. Tim S. What's going on? Patriot in the Dark. Nice to see you. Hope everything's been going well for you, sir. Jer Bear Tactical. Always a pleasure. Let's see who else we got here. Did I get everybody? That looks like everybody. Basically, what I'm going to be doing today, folks, is I'm going to be going over where I left off. And that was basically, I showed you all in the first part of the episode how to set up your full-length sizing die and your Sinclair expanding mandrel die, and basically showed you how I full length resize and set it so that I'm only bumping the shoulder of that particular piece of brass 5 thousandths back. And then I'm go ahead and I'm reaming the primer pocket to remove the military crimp, and then I'm uniforming it, and I'm using the RCBS military crimp remover and the ReLOADING primer pocket uniformer, both of those for small rifle. So that's what I was doing. Basically, today I'm going to just go over real quick I'm going to do like 4 or 5 pieces of brass, resize it, and trim it, and remove the primer pocket and uniform it, and let you guys just get caught up on that. And then we're going to go into priming cases, and that's going to conclude this part of it. And then the next live stream I do, we will be putting powder and projectiles, and I will be showing you case overall length, how it varies, and showing you how case head to ogive is much more consistent when trying to take an overall length reading. And I'm going to go over showing you guys how I seal primer pockets because this ammunition, I don't know when it'll be shot. So I will include I forget what they call them, an index card with what the primer is, what the powder is, how much powder, what the bullet is, and when it was loaded, and that the primer pocket and around the bullet were sealed with primer pocket sealant, which is basically clear nail polish. Is clear nail polish is what I use. It's what I've been using for over 30 years, because I used to do a lot of spear fishing and scuba diving. And basically, when we would use our power heads on our Hawaiian slings or our spear guns, we would have to do that to make sure that they would go bang underwater at 40, 60 feet under. I was just getting a message. All right, so that's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you guys, since I've got the primers already set up, we're going to go ahead and prime and do that. And then I'll move the camera over and I will show you basically the resizing of 5 pieces of brass and how I trim it and chamfer and deburr it. And basically that's really it for today. It's not going to be a real long one, but it'll have quite a bit of information in it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and crank this mofo up. All right. Little agua there. Now today we're going to be using CCI number 41. Can't tell if you can see. Let me see. CCI number 41 primers, which are like their mil spec style primer with a hard cup on it. What we'll do is we'll bring over 50 pieces of brass. I like to rotate it and give a little bit of pressure on there to make sure she's below flush, and this is definitely below flush. And I like to feel it hit dead stop, and it did, so that's good. Because really what you're trying to do here is the bottom of the primer, the underneath has an anvil, and it has 3 legs on it. Sometimes you'll get one with 4 legs on it, but those legs are what come in contact with the primer pocket base inside the very bottom there, along the outer edge of the circumference of the circle. And what you want to do is you want to press it down to where those legs come in contact with the bottom of the primer pocket. And what that does is it preloads the anvil with a pre-sprung weight, so that when your firing pin hits the outer shell of the cup, it has nowhere to flex and it just detonates the primer. That's how they're designed to be gone off. That's why you'll notice in most cases when you get a light primer strike and you re-fire it and it goes back off the second time, that just tells you that maybe you didn't have the primer all the way down in the primer pocket. That's why I uniform them so that the bottom is flat, so that I know that when I get that primer all the way in there, it's flat. I really like this little priming tool by Lee. This little bench primer. A lot of guys are like, oh, it's got a plastic main body part to it. And I'm like, yeah, but these plastic parts are like $6 or $7. Now I've got like 5 or 6 of them of the large and 5 or 6 of them of the small. And I go through probably one every 6 months, maybe 12 months, on the large primers, maybe once a year on the large, and then 6 months on the small, because I do so many more small than I do large. And but other than that, I don't have an issue with them being plastic, the little main control pieces that push everything, because you're not using much force. I just like, you could probably just seat these with just pushing it down until it stops. And I overdo it I let off just a tad bit and I spin the cartridge case, making sure that I'm getting a flat seat of the primer. And it's just OCD. You probably don't even need to do it. It's just, I have noticed through the years of using cheaper priming tools that sometimes if you don't spin the case while you're seating it, it won't seat flush, or it won't seat below flush because one side will go in a little bit crooked. So I always spin it, and I've never had one act goofy by doing that. So I kind of just keep doing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bang out these 50 right here, and I'll do the other 50 later. Or maybe I'll just bust out all 100, who knows. But we'll get 50 done, and then we'll go over and I'll show you how to full size one more time, just real quick, spot on it, and then we'll go into trimming, chamfer, deburr.
What's up, everyone?
What is going on, dude?
Sorry I was late, man. I left you a text saying I was gonna walk the neighborhood. Well, I'm hot now. Whew.
You going out there with them women? I know that. Out there.
I was hoping there'd be some in the front yard or in the backyard in a bikini, but they weren't.
Too damn hot. They're like, dude, look at this. They were like, look at this poor guy out here walking around.
Yeah. Happy 4th, everyone.
Happy 4th of July.
How long you been going here?
Just a few minutes.
Okay.
Just doing some priming of some pieces of brass and.
Mm-hmm. I texted you. I was on the backside, but I wasn't sure you got it, so I thought I'd just ring you.
Yeah,
I knew you were busy
knocking these things out, trying to, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Boy, it's hot out there.
Yeah, it gets that way in the southern states during this time of the year. It starts getting really hot, and it's just gonna get hotter.
Yeah, 84 now it says.
Which isn't bad, really, when you think about it.
No.
Because when it's 97, 98, 99 in the shade with humidity, you're like, oh my God, I think I'm going to die.
Shoot, I had a hat on, one of those boonie hats, khaki boonie hats, but it's still, I got hot. I walked about almost a mile, 3/4 of a mile.
So that's how far away this house that you're stalking the lady that lives there.
Yeah, can't wait to see. Finally meet up with her when I crawl in her bedroom window. Get shot. Yeah. I live near the area. Do you remember hearing that story years ago where a lady here in Georgia shot a guy I think he was in the closet about 4 or 5 times?
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. He was in the closet waiting
Yeah,
for her to.
he broke in her house here in not far from me, and she got her husband. I think was on. It was in national news. She was on the phone, and her husband would say, "Shoot him!" And boy, they lit him. She lit him up. I think about 4 or 5
Oh
times.
yeah, yeah. I think I remember that because.
Mm-hmm. It was
Yeah.
a long time ago. Maybe. God, can't even think now. Not sure what year. But anyway, I don't live far from there. And I did live even closer to there at one time. So we're a Second Amendment sanctuary, I think, in this county. So I've got a lot of conservative sheriff, conservative people running the county. So we don't put up with that stuff. Nothing's been vandalized here, put it that way. I think everybody knows they'll get beat up.
So what you're saying is there's no liberal politicians running for office there, or are there?
Most of our county's conservative. Most of our county. Mm-hmm. They're trying to change it. They knocked on my door here a while back, and they look at me and I said, "You want to vote for me for attorney? What was it? Attorney? How is it? District attorney?" And I said, "Nope. Bye." Some little 28-year-old college girl, 25 maybe. I said, "I don't think I want to get that liberal politics in this county." So, enough of that. So what are you doing? What are you priming right now?
I am priming 223, 556.
Mm-hmm.
Just going through it and getting them all.
It seems to be a good little primer you got there, even though a lot of people think they're cheap.
Well, they are. They're inexpensive. They're $30.
Yes.
I mean, but the thing is, they work.
Mm-hmm.
With any type of priming system, you're gonna have a little bit of here and there is better than others. This will be, and it uses these little plastic parts, and everybody complains and bitches about them. And they're so cheap. They're $6.50, $7 maybe, and I think they might even be $5. But the bottom line is, you can order them from Lee, and you can order 4 or 5 of them. That way, if you ever break one, you got 3 or 4 extras. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. And I was telling people, I go through a small one that sets the small primers one every 6 months because I load a lot of 223. But large rifle primers, I may go through one a year, or I may not even go through one a year. Okay. And the reason being is because I don't load a lot of large rifle primer ammo, and a lot of the small stuff, is old military crimp stuff. So sometimes you catch one that you didn't get all the whole mil crimp out.
That one crimp issue with 5.56 processing makes me want to get a Dillon RL 1100 just for nothing else, military brass. Just bam, bam, bam. Did you hear about the price increase on them?
No.
Jumped, I think it's about $2,000 without dies. Now it's $2,250. That's the biggest jump.
Jesus, dude! I was gonna buy one of those things. I don't think I'm gonna do it now.
It's not even the first of the year where they usually raise the rates. That goes to show how raw materials have went up past since coronavirus.
Yeah, I think if I buy one of those things, it'll be after a Republican comes back into office and cost of manufacturing goes back down.
Right.
Because see, every time a Democrat comes into office, they start taxing the hell out of manufacturing.
Yeah.
Because they know, what are you going to do? You have to pay it. You have to produce a product. You're just not going to make as much off of that product.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's kind of how the Democrats have always been. When they go, they like to overregulate, overtaxate, and understimulate and smother the economy. That's what they like to do.
On here.
We got 9 on here. Well, good. Okay. What basically I'm doing is I'm putting some primers. These are some CCI 41s that my brother Dead Horse was able to get me in Utah before this crazy pandemic started. He was able to come across some, and he asked me if I wanted them, and I said, yeah. And I'm glad I did, because had I not done that, this video would not be possible right now. So we kind of owe this video to Dead Horse.
Yeah.
And I think he had a grandson just in the last week or so. So congratulations to that, Grandpa.
I remember when I first came, I was so young when I came a grandpa. People were looking at me, you don't look old enough to be one. I said, I think I was in my 30s. I said, yeah. Okay. Now I'm a great grandfather. A bunch of them.
I just want to have like a whole flock of children, great grandkids, just dozens. People would be like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'd be like, I just wanted to have, that show 8 is Enough.
It was hard. It was hard to wrap my head around when I was in my early 30s, being a grandfather. I mean, I just said, God, it sounds old, back then in my mind, because I still seem very young. I said, man, this just feels weird. Yeah. I finally adjusted to it. You know how when you first were grandfather, everybody joked around town, hey, Grandpa, and they make that went on and on and on for several years in my family and friends. Everybody, hey, Grandpa. I said, quit saying that. I'm not an old man. But, boy.
At least you got young so that you can spend some time with your offspring.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I took my great grandson. He's 8 years old. I took him camping last year, year before. I can't remember now. Out to deer hunting camp, deer count. Me and him spent one night, but it got rained out, so he was disappointed. Had a fire in the rain. I tried to cook egg, pouring down rain. I didn't even bring. Didn't even get out my poncho out of the truck that night. I told him, I said, I don't usually sit out here in the rain trying to cook eggs in a pot, a little pot. I says, well, so you better know that I'm doing this because you're hungry. So, well, it was a messy night, but I enjoyed it. I love being out in the woods, regardless of the weather. I don't care what it is, snow, rain, sleet. It's part of it.
I heard that you like running through the wilderness late at night, just like across from your house, and just like yelling really loud, and then like they'll call the cops, and you run back to your house, and they'll come up knocking on the door and be like, Mr. So-and-so, we keep getting complaints from the neighbors. You get running up and down here yelling. And you're like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know,
It's not me.
It'd be like, the full moon was last week. I don't know what's going on.
The only way I'm going to run around naked or mooning people, that's if I'm on tequila. And that was when I was young. That's a different story. Not these days.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Back when a bar waitress really wanted to see you drop your pants. That's what I'm trying to say. Nowadays,
I'm gonna put 6,000 primers. That's what I need. I need 6,000. I'm just gonna start going up to like the where they sell primers, and like have a sign, "Will work for primers."
I'm gonna start calling my gun store in Athens and see if I was calling them. The last I called them was $89 for 1,000. First is 120, then 89, and I'm not gonna pay that for it.
Well, call them right now and ask them if they've come down to a sensible price. I'll pay like 50 or 60, but I'm not paying no 89.
Yeah,
I don't mind paying an elevated.
I haven't called them like in about 3 weeks.
Well, they're open today. I guarantee it. Today's a big sell for guns.
Yeah. What I usually do is I call them Monday. I used to call them on Thursday and Friday about 2:30. That's when they got in shipments. Now they told me it's so erratic. They get shipments in 5 days a week. They just don't know.
What you need to do is mute your mic, call them, and see if they got any, and that way I can PayPal you some money. If they got primers, we need to order them. We need to get them.
Hold on, man. Let me get their number.
Yeah, we're reaching out across the country right now. We're going from Florida to Georgia, just with a handshake on an internet.
Let me
on an internet. I sound like I'm 100 years old. We got an internet here. We have a wire. We got one big wire coming at you.
Let's see.
Let me make sure I have.
Be right back. Let me give them a call.
All right. Let me go ahead and.
It being a holiday, they're probably open, but I most likely, if they did get primers in, they won't get them until tomorrow or next week sometime. But I'll still call, check on it. Be right back. Crazy.
Bam, you got us on the live speaker. It sounds like we were queued up.
Sorry.
No, it sounds like we're queued in. We're going to be able to hear the whole conversation. Ready to rock and roll. I want to tell the guy, hey, listen, we're live with 10,000 people watching on YouTube right now. I just wanted to let you know, when are the primers coming? We're reloading right now live. It'd be like, dude, I'm watching your channel and you've got 6 people watching. And one guy's asking for directions on an amusement park in Florida. Oh, that's my other job. Yeah, I do like amusement park tours just to make an extra buck on the side.
Hey, man.
What?
No, they got some last week, but they're $8 to $10 per 100. I said, oh, geez, they ain't come down in price yet. No wonder I haven't been calling.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's expensive. That's expensive. It's too rich for my blood right now. I just keep using these old used 41s that I've got. They're like, used 41s. I'm like, yeah, I use matches, the heads of matches, and I just refill them. Everyone's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "No, I'm not serious. Do not try that. That will blow yourself up. Do
That's
not do that.
it's too tedious and time consuming to make handle the
That's
primers.
retarded. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you need to
yeah,
make some, maybe for your hunting rifle, you're gonna maybe make 5, and you have no primers. You want to go deer hunting? Yeah, I might could see that, but not sitting and just doing it for storage ammo or SHTF ammo or anything. It's crazy.
I think you need to start doing it professionally and selling them, splitting the profits with me 50-50, and I'll advertise. I'll advertise for you.
I was pondering getting an RL11 and processing commercial brass, small time online for people, swaging, sizing, however they wanted it. They send me brass, or I was going to sell brass eventually.
Oh, yeah, and you could send it to me, and I could um, anneal it all for you.
Mm-hmm.
You just send me big boxes of brass with, and Amazon me some propane.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably not much of a market. There's a few reloaders out there that probably would send me to process, some brass to process. Maybe the really old guys that can't function much anymore that may need a helping hand.
Or somebody that's got large amounts of the shit and they've been saving it for years, and they're like, they've got a rock chucker, and they're like, you know what? I don't want to do this, because they're going to start doing it. And after about the third 1,000-round batch, they're going to be like, you know what? I'll sell this stuff before there's got to be somebody that can process this stuff for me.
I was going to do probably $40 per 1,000 swaging, and maybe, I don't know, washing, maybe $10 or $15 for washing it. Get me a cement mixer out back in the backyard, and cleaning their brass, washing it, and swaging it. And then, of course, you could always sell it, already processed, totally. Granted.
Yeah, I would say, if I was you, I would swage it. I would uniform the primer pockets, and I would size it and trim it, chamfer, deburr it, where all you have to do is put a primer powder and a bullet in it.
The problem with that is I got to buy that brass, maybe wholesale somewhere, probably about 55 gallon drum.
What you do is you go to your gun ranges, your local gun ranges, and you make a deal with them. You say, hey, look, I'll buy it by the pound. If you need, I'm interested in doing 223 and 9mm, because that's really what you're gonna have the most demand, and 38 special.
Right.
So basically, that's what I would do, and I would just.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Gotta check my eggs.
Oh, don't let them. Today. Oh no. I know about your eggs. He likes to eat hard-boiled eggs and then invite women over to his house. And he's like, man, I don't know what that smell is. I've been smelling. He's like, I've been smelling that all day in here. I don't know what that is. And then finally the girl will be like, you're farting. And he's like, nah. I think I stepped on a frog or a spider. But yeah, we're just getting these knocked out, and this little unit really works nice for what it is and how much it costs. I mean, you can't beat it with a stick. It doesn't scar the primers. It feeds. Every once in a while, you got to shake. Usually when you seat the primer, you'll seat it, and then you'll just go like this and with the handle, and it automatically drops the next one. it feeds the larger ones a little bit more easily, or more easily. It feeds them better, just because they're heavier and they seem to fall down easier. But it does a really good job, and I'm happy with it. And I've been using it now for 6 years, and I've put thousands of rounds through it. So I don't know what a lot of people say, oh, it's cheap, it's this, it's that. What it does is it seems to work better than most priming systems. Now, I don't have much experience with the little hand priming units, but I didn't want to do that because I've got arthritis starting and I wanted a little bit more leverage, and this gives it to me. And if you're older, or if you've got some issues like I do with arthritis from fractured hands and stuff like that over the years, then this is going to help you out. Plus, you can put your hand on the bench, push it to it. Inline Fabrication makes a quick change plate for it. This is a Lee plate here, but Inline Fabrications makes a plate for it. Dan over there really does make a lot of different plates for a lot of different equipment. That's why I can't recommend his stuff better. I've got 2 Lee plates here that are right here. This is on a Lee plate, and this Lee Classic Cast O-frame press is on a Lee plate. But the other 2 are Dan's Inline Fabrication flush mount plates, and I wish I would have done 4 of those now, because the bottom line is his stuff's just nicer. And we're just knocking these things out. I felt the primer on that one a little bit from the mill crimp. Wasn't completely cut out, but it was enough to where I felt the primer pass past it. It just was a little bit rough. Felt 2 little spots. That's another thing, is you can fill these primers really well in these pockets with this big handle on this thing. And I don't mean to sound like a Lee salesman. I have a lot of Lee stuff. And I got some other stuff too, but it just seems like I keep coming back to Lee for a reason. It's reasonably priced. It works. And it's never left me stranded high and dry, because I always plan to have a little bit of a backup in case something was to happen. I can always prime on presses, which I hate, because I don't care if you've got a Dillon or if you've got a Lee. Priming on presses just never seems to work very well.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, we all left. I ended the stream.
Yeah, right.
They said go home, small man. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Must have water. All right, you keep them entertained. I'll you talk amongst yourselves. I'll pick a topic for you.
Are you inviting anybody on, or just me and you?
We can have more people on. Who has showed up?
Hang on, let me look. Got it on the other browser here. Got 9 watching. Jer Bear. Let's call out the names. Hold on a minute. Tim S. Patriot in the Dark. Jer Bear Tactical. Uncle Jim. Jer Bear. That's about DJ Play Nice. And glad you're with us, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us on this holiday. Any of those gentlemen would like to come on the show, more than happy to have any of them on.
Wish I had a green egg.
A green egg.
Green egg cooker.
Oh,
I got a stick smoker, but it's just can't control the heat on it that good on stick.
Yeah, it depends on the wood you're using. You got to get used to a certain thing, like oak and stuff like that. That dense hardwood, it gets hot. The pine and stuff like that isn't as hot. It burns fast, but it doesn't burn as nearly the amount of BTU that wood or oak or whatnot.
Who put Uncle Jim in timeout? Or
what do you mean?
Message? Somebody did. Looks like.
Can I see it? I don't see why they wouldn't let me not see it. Let me see.
I can hit show, but I want to see what he said.
Oh, just show it. If he said it, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, here, I'm going to hit show. You want me to hit show, right?
Yeah. If it's Uncle Jim, let him see.
Yeah, I know. Well, it don't show anything now. Huh. He just popped up on my screen where it said hide and show. So I figured somebody did something to him. It's gone away now. So.
Sheriff's Rock.
He's got a crying thing. Let's see.
Go back and read that chat. Make sure nobody's acting stupid.
Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, check that out. I'm gonna send Uncle Jim a link.
Okay.
Oh, look at that! I got something from my order desk from Brownell's brother.
Patriot in Dark. I'm looking forward to this reloading stuff. I just need to know how a blind guy does it.
Oh yeah, that I would love to be able to help you do. That is not a problem.
Legally blind and being totally blind are two different things.
Two different things, yes. But there's a way to do it. They make scales that will tell you audible what it's weighing, and there are machines that you can learn the program strokes to where you can program your own weight out.
Yeah, DJ Play Nice said he's seen that about Uncle Jim. I don't know what happened. Strange. We're only 2 of us on here got wrenches. It was not me. That's weird.
Let me compose.
Okay now, though. No big deal.
Yeah.
It could have been accidental.
Could have been. I've accidentally hit my phone before and been like accidentally blocked somebody, and I was like, so sorry, I did not mean to do that. But unfortunately, my fingers are fat and I've got some neuropathy.
Drinking water. I carry a little aluminum can in my pocket of Powerade with ice cubes, or sometimes water, and I hit the neighborhood. I try to do it at least once every morning, but if I ever eat, I can't walk. it just zaps me of energy. So I basically do it on empty stomach, and I get out there and go, go, go. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
get my
Uncle Jim, I just sent you a link.
okay. Networking. Let's see.
Get back over here. I'll
Yeah, it's a
keep
good. It's a
remind
good.
me to keep looking over to make sure if Uncle Jim jumps into the show.
It's great they do a stream, I think, because none of us have a lot to do unless we're out partying somewhere on a holiday vacation.
Oh yeah, I mean the older guys that reload and stuff like that usually don't drink and party
Yeah.
as much. If they do, they do it around their own house. They don't.
Mhm.
They're not like out, jumping from party to party type of people.
Mhm.
Some may, I mean, because there's exceptions to every rule, but for the
Mhm.
most part, people tend to play by the
Mhm.
rules that
Mhm.
they've set up for themselves after years of being the way they are. Everybody,
Mhm.
I've noticed just as I'm only 50, but I've noticed that kids in their 20s, because I remember when I was in my 20s, I drank real heavily, and I
Mhm.
partied every night and chased women every day and night and liked fast cars, and the only thing better was faster women.
Me too. I was the same way. My generation danced, partied, and drove sports cars, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just some, in some ways, this I feel sorry for this new generation. A lot of them just grew up nothing but behind the keyboard, nothing else. That's pretty sad.
No real life experience.
Yeah.
That's see see that's the thing. You can do a lot. You learn a lot from behind a keyboard. They have
Hmm.
instant access to events, current,
Hmm.
past, future,
Yeah.
but they don't have constant uh, emotional stimulation by other human beings, um, which
Hmm.
people develop social skills from being around other human beings. So
Absolutely.
you've got a lot of these kids that are complete asshats when they're
Hmm.
on the internet, disrespect everyone because they don't respect themselves. Mom and
Hmm.
dad are usually divorced, so the computer's been raising this kid for the last, I don't know, 12 years of his life, or maybe possibly from the get-go.
Hmm.
And now you're wondering why he's having troubles adjusting with other people and having adjustment issues with doing
Hmm.
school projects with
Hmm.
groups of people and stuff like
Hmm.
that, because he don't want to be around groups of people.
Hmm. You said it very well. I think the exact same thing. I've said the exact same thing to my family. Here, the thing is, internet and computers are a tool. But if you put them in a kid's hand at 1, 2, and 3 years old, cell phones, and let them play video games on a cell phone when they're barely 3 years old, and all of a sudden, then everywhere they go, they drive and they got to look at that phone. Pretty soon, even my great grandson, when he comes over, I can't get his attention because he's in the back seat of the car on the phone. Before he would talk to me, he'd get out, he'd be sociable, he'd want to come to the reloading room. So I'm having issues now.
Well, this is how you
Yeah,
fix those issues. As
I'm.
soon as he gets his ass in your car, you say, "Give me that son of a bitchin' phone." You take the phone, you turn it off, and you say, "You get this back when it's time for you to get out of
Well,
my car to go inside your house."
I
That's how
would, but
you fix that.
my daughter is the one that brings him over, and I've told her to take the phone. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna remind her take the phone away from him before he gets here. I said because it's totally. I predicted this. I said pretty soon he'll come here, and he will not even hardly do anything socially. He'll be in that on that friggin' phone. And sure enough, I look around and he'll be in there in that living room on that phone. He don't even want to come in here anymore hardly like he did.
Yeah, and I'm the same way, man. And I'll get on that damn phone. And I would notice, see, phones to me were nothing. I've had them since they first came out in the '80s. the early 80s, I had phones because I had diabetes. My mom was very protective and wanted me, if I had a episode, I could call 911 or I could call her or my dad and at the fire station and, get some help. So I always had a cell phone. So it's not like it was a big thing. But I've noticed since they're more like a computer now.
Yep.
I didn't have a computer for many years. I had one back in the 80s and didn't have anything for many years and just built one last year and beginning of this year, maybe end of last year. And it's like that is more of a pain in the butt to have to use because the phone is so much handier. It's so much smaller. It's just so much, you know what I'm saying? So I can see the addiction for these children that have never had a life without that damn telephone. And I actually feel sorry for them because when me and you grew up, riding bicycles, skateboarding, all this kind of stuff was a huge part of us hanging out and meeting girls and being able to ask girls that you like and stuff out on dates for the first time. All that shit's gone now. It's all replaced by, and no physical activity. And you can just tell. Look at the kids getting off and on the school buses in the morning. They look like they're every single freaking one of them, except for a handful, are obese or are clinically obese at their age.
Yeah, in my day, and when I was a kid in the 60s, we only had maybe 10
one or two.
Yeah,
one or two. Yeah. It was the exact opposite in the 60s, in the 70s, and the 80s. We had a program that our president put out where we had to do so many push-ups, so many pull-ups, run a mile in so many minutes. And if we didn't complete that, we did not pass that program. And we had to. By the end of those 4 years in high school, you had to pass that athletic program. And if you didn't, you ran the risk of not being able to graduate, and it was a serious thing. And now, because kids are so out of shape and so obese, they had to get rid of that because kids weren't able to pass because they were so fat. Yeah. There we go. 100 prime.
I know it's weird. I've tried to speak to my family about it. My granddaughter, I said that what it is, these millennials and whatever Z generation, they don't know what they don't know. They don't miss what they don't know they miss. That's the problem. They're raised on the phone. They see it as normal. So they go, well, my kid's going to have learn it all, my granddaughter says. Well, that's good. I said, well, that's good. But don't let it be a babysitter and a constant thing in his hand because he will get so addicted to that thing, he won't even be able to function anymore. And not only that, he won't even be able to have social skills anymore. Or never develop them, like you were saying. I say the exact same things you just mentioned a lot to people, but nobody listens to an old fool.
Well, the thing is, we don't know the damage that we're doing until 30 years, 40 years from now, when me and you are fucking are dust in a box somewhere, or dust floating in the ocean like me. Then they'll be like, hey, listen, those guys that were saying, hey, we might want to watch about how these kids are reacting and being able to be brought up by computers and TVs and phones. And they're going to make it so that, and I guarantee you eventually this is what they're going to do. They're going to make it so you have to be 21 to get a phone. I swear to God, that's what they're going to do, because they're going to find out that it's detrimental to the human psyche.
Echo.
Yeah.
Patriot in the Dark.
Yes.
He just got hid. Message deleted.
Get a message deleted. Who in the hell is doing that?
Well, I'm on DJ Play Nice. I don't know what the message was. It could have been something controversial. I just thought I'd let you know.
DJ Play Nice did it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. DJ Play Nice knows
Let me see what
knows.
it says. I'm looking forward to this reloading stuff. I just don't know how. Well, that's weird.
DJ Play Nice.
He was totally. He's been hidden.
Who
According
has?
according to what I see.
What? Play Nice has been?
Uh, he was hidden. He was hidden. Preacher and Dart was hidden by DJ Play Nice. I don't know what reason. I don't
What are you
know.
doing, DJ Play Nice? What's going on, dude? Did you do it by accident?
This
Don't
is
be
twice.
messing with don't be messing with Patriot in the Dark. He's a good guy.
I try to, even though I'm new at this, I try to run this the way you want it.
Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah,
Or
no
help you.
problem. Yeah, no, it's not a problem, dude. The DJ Play Nice, he knows Patriot in the Dark. I mean, he's from the same group of guys
All
that
right.
we
Yeah.
we all, they from G Webs and everybody. They all know each other, so it's
Mhm.
weird that he would be doing that to him. If he was mad, do you think he would do it to somebody that is only,
I'm
only comes and hangs
okay.
out with me?
I'm
That's
gonna
why.
unhide. I'm gonna unhide him.
Yeah,
Echo.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Make everything.
There we go.
Yeah, put everything out there.
Let's see.
And if Patriot in the Dark wanted it removed, he can just remove it himself. I think DJ Play Nice has my
Hey,
cell phone number as well, so I don't know. He
Patriot
can
in
just
Dark's not. He don't have a wrench, so he couldn't. But he's unhidden now.
okay.
What's going on with you, Patriot in the Dark? It's a bad day. It sounds like for you. I don't know what's going on here.
What did he say anything yet?
No, not yet. I'm waiting. We'll see here. Nobody's saying nothing.
Huh. I don't like it when people don't get along.
Yeah, Patriot in the Dark. If you're there listening, type it. He said, "Hey, okay, now he's speaking. Give a thumbs up. Hey, dead horse is my spirit animal. What did you
That
get hidden for, Patriot in the Dark? What happened?
that horse is his spirit animal.
Yeah,
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. He says, "Hey, dead horse is my spirit animal." I don't know.
Dead horse is my brother too. What's going on with Dead horse? Is he all right?
We need an explanation why he was hidden.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a boo boo.
Two of
Sometimes
them.
people.
Two of them already.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check my phone to make sure that somebody
Mhm.
didn't. Maybe somebody gave me a hickey hickey hee hee.
Mhm.
Nope, nobody gave me any explanation why that would be going on.
Mhm.
I do not know.
Yeah, I've got the browser out. I'm go back and forth between two browsers when I'm doing this. Well, I have to, being a moderator. It don't make any sense. Yeah, it don't to me either, Jer Bear. That's why I mentioned it to Echo. Says I don't think Patron Dark says I don't think anyone hit me. There's no issues out there here. You were hidden. I unhid you. Look at the message above there. Patron in the Dark was unhidden by AR guns. I can't explain it or why it's happened. Well, unless somebody's on here pretending to be DJ Play Nice, if the account was hacked or anything. Well, that's not. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jer Bear, but it was not. He was. It says he was hidden by DJ Play Nice. That's what I don't understand. I just brought to Echo's attention. If I see something wrong, I'm going to mention it. or something out of the ordinary. Yeah, it's hot. It feels hot here in Georgia, Jerbear, what you said earlier. Oh, well.
That ain't no big deal. He probably just hit a.
Yeah. I'll let you know if it happens again.
Yeah, about the.
6 on watching. Sheriff Rock. Okay.
All right, we're going back to this because I just got informed my wife has got to reset the internet here shortly. So we're going to fire this up. But basically what I wanted to do here is that looking right at that press?
Do what now?
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, all right, that's what I wanted. We'll get a little bit this way.
What about stainless steel top?
What is it?
I like that stainless steel top.
Yeah, I wanted something that was indestructible. Wanted to show trimming these cases, and I also wanted to.
That's weird. Even his message, "Good afternoon, fine sir," was even deleted, and I put it back up on an earlier discussion up here at the top. Yeah. Wow. Let's see, but view sounds good to me. I'd like to know what the crap's going on.
And DJ Play Nice did all that.
According to what I'm reading, yes. Got their name, their he, she name attached to it. I don't know the person like you do. I'm not that familiar with them. I mean, I see Patriot in the Dark from time to time, but
Patriot in the Dark's old school, and he's a good guy. And he's blind 100%. And I don't like anybody messing with other people that have sight issues, especially because I have sight issues.
Outside of that, that's the only 2 things that happen.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe it's hard to believe that somebody did the mistake 3 times.
Yeah, I'm seeing it repeated here. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't get that.
I mean, I can read it to you. Patriot in the Dark was hidden by DJ Play Nice. Patriot in the Dark was unhidden by AR Gun 1776. I can only say what I'm reading. Yeah, so.
Right.
Weird. But we'll talk about it off the stream.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I want to get me one of those Lee turrets in time. I just don't really want to buy no more presses, but I may end up selling one. I may end up selling that Forster too. You never did sell your Forster, did you? I'm surprised. That thing's like brand new. I don't know why. I think it would have sold. Yeah, I could have sold it. I just didn't really put much effort into it. I could keep it or I could sell it. It doesn't matter to me. It's already paid for, so it's not like it's costing me anything just to sit.
Right. I'm trying to think of that. There's a website I put stuff on for sale here locally, Outdoor or something. I'm trying to think of the name of it now. I've been so long so I used it, I forgot the name. Outdoor something. Yeah, you sell guns on it, powder, ammo, anything you want. Outdoor Trader. That's the name of it.
Where do you meet people?
Yeah. They post messages. They buy. You meet them in like a Craigslist, and you sell them stuff, and then you buy stuff. It's like a Craigslist, except it's better. I think you pay like $1 a month to run ads, so it's really good. I've sold. I won't say what on it. I've sold quite a bit of things here and there.
Just doing a couple of pieces. There's like 2 pieces of brass left in here, and then I'm going to show you guys how I trim these, and basically that'll be it for tonight. And then next time you come to this bat time and same bat channel, you will be set up to see me put bullets, powder, put bullets and crimp them. So and then the final thing I will be at the range, and I'll bring my friend with me that's got good eyesight, and I'll have him shoot this ammo. Because I mean, I can hit a target, but I mean, if I want to show off how accurate it actually is, I got to have somebody that can see really well and can shoot an AR-15 as well as I can, as you know, as far as function, know how they shoot. All right, so that's that part. We resize these, and then we use, basically, this is a Lee 223 Remington quick trim die. This is a hand cutter. It's adjustable. You can do it in and out by adjusting this little black ring right here. You basically, let me grab this.
Yeah, I've seen those used before.
Yeah,
they work good.
They work all right. You shove it up inside there, and well, this one is short. So this one is like 1/4. I bet you this one is like 1/4, 4/8 probably, or someone like that. Let's see what she is. Yeah, 1/7/4/4. So that one isn't gonna trim. That one doesn't need to even be trimmed. Set that one aside. See if
What's your limit on trimming? Mine's 140 and up. What do you do?
I trim anything longer than 1/7/5. If it's 5/5 or more, I trim it, because I'll bring it back usually to 4/8.
Right.
That was much longer than I needed to, but I like to make sure with that particular doohickey. All right. That cut correct. Okay, correct. Yeah. Go back in there and go about that. So yeah, once you get this brass all trimmed down, man, it looks like maybe I've already trimmed this brass. Some of this stuff has maybe already ran through a trimmer because it's not even hitting it. some of the stuff was probably gone through and pretty prepped. That one is cutting.
If I have to, I'll try to trim it longer like you're doing. But if I get too many that's a little shorter, I'll just go ahead and crank it down to 1.41 or 1.42 and just do them all that way. That's how I kind of do it.
Yeah, you
It
can
varies.
tell that's cut.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, as long, I mean, this is plinking brass, but I try to get it as close to 1748 as possible.
Right.
If it's a thousandth over or thousandth under, I'm not really worried about it, because the bullet is just basically going to be a little further out of the case.
No problem, DJ. Play nice. We didn't know what was going on. Says, he said, Patriot in the dark, my freaking finger did what? I hid you. I can actually see, but didn't know what happened as I set the phone down to answer the front door. My bad. Yeah, you're fine.
I knew
We figured
he had
something
to.
weird was going on.
Yeah, well, I knew because he's friends with Patriot in the Dark, and he wouldn't do that to Patriot. And I was like, I find that hard to believe that. So I knew there was some kind of goofy story. And I've done that before too with my fat fingers, because
DJ has a question on the primers. Let's see if we can answer it again before you go. Let's see. Are Unix, Gen X, or Morum primers any good? Unis, UNIS, and Gen X.
I've never heard of any of those companies before.
I haven't either.
Where are they manufactured would be my thing, because that sounds like maybe Turkey, Russia, something like that. And what you got to be careful of is that they're boxer primed and they're not Burdan. If they're Burdan primed, you don't want them, because Burdan primers are not the same size as boxer primers.
Yeah.
And that brings up the thing, modifying cases just so you can put the primers into them. And Burdans also have 2 holes in the bottom instead of 1 flash hole. They have 2.
Yeah.
So you would have to make a bigger flash hole. You would have to. It would be more pain than it was even worth if it's Burdan.
See if my eggs are done.
Green eggs and ham.
Be right back.
All right. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this catch cart right here. And then I'm just going to take this brass and I'm going to use a chamfer and deburr tool. This is the chamfer part. And basically what I'm trying to do is if you look, there's all I'm trying to do is knock down the edge on the inside of that brass by putting this long cutting edge in there. And it's going to cut and knock it down. Then I'm going to go on the outside edge and I'm going to deburr the outside by going like this and cutting it. And all I'm trying to do is just make a mark there where I know when I'm deburring, I want to be able to run my fingernail up and not have it grab onto anything. It's still grabbing a little bit, so I'll go ahead and I'll deburr it some more. But what I don't want to do is try to make it so that this edge is sharp, so that when I slide a bullet in there, it cuts the bullet. So I want to be able to turn it on my finger like that and not cut my finger. And I just want a little mark around the inner edge showing bare brass. You guys can see that. Yeah, that little brass. It's just a little bit of polish there. That's to make sure that when that bullet seats down into that casing, that it's centrifugally centered in that case, and it goes in with no run out to the left, right, up, or down. And once we finish this, throw that brass in there. But that's basically what we're doing, is we're just taking that little bit of edge that's left over from when you're cutting the brass. It leaves a little bit of an inside from where you cut it uneven, and then it will leave a little on the outside as well. And you're just getting rid of that to make sure the bullet sits in there concentrically. And I do this all by hand. A lot of guys use tools that are electric and all this kind of stuff. And I don't use that because, number one, it's hard for me to see and use those tools and not like get my fingers cut in those machines. If I've got to be completely honest, if you've got good vision, more power to you. I suggest you use them. But I use this as an extra chance to look at the brass and inspect it so that I look for imperfections, so that I know if I see something, every step gives me another chance to put my eyes on it and to make sure everything is the way I want it, or it goes into the recycle bucket. And really, that's going to do it for us today. That's what we're going to do. That's all I wanted to really cover today, was cutting and doing this part, showing the chamfer deburr, trimming the brass, and priming, which we got all the priming of the cases that we were going to do done. They're right over here. We got those. All knocked out. If you look there, those are all primed up. So we got 100 pieces of brass ready to be powdered and bullets put in them. And we're going to brush the necks out too. So we'll use a neck brush, and then we'll throw powder, and then we'll dip the bullets in graphite, dry graphite lube, and then seat the bullets. And that will be the end of it for the 223 plinking brass series.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're getting ready to shut down.
I'm having breakfast with AR.
Breakfast with AR.
Yeah, I got a late start apparently.
Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, that's all we're gonna do is we're just showing what we're doing to get this brass ready for making sub MOA ammunition. That anybody can do this, and you can make ammo that'll shoot less than an inch at 100 yards every day of the week, and out of stuff you pick up on the ground, out of stuff people throw away.
Yeah, DJ said I think we should think about a co-op or something and buy some stuff. Yeah, I've been pondering that.
Yeah,
Things
that
get so
is a
high.
good that is a good idea. But
Hmm.
the problem is there's such a demand on product right now that nobody is going to give us a deal because they can't get product for their store. So why would they sell us 25,000 primers when they can't keep 1,000
Hmm.
primers in their store to make to make 5 to 10 to well,
Hmm.
now they're charging more, but
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It,
if the prices level out the way so, in time,
Yes,
that would
yes,
be a
we
good
should do it.
idea.
Yes, we should definitely do that. And we can also talk about buying presses and other equipment from guys that have dealer licenses that can pass on the
Hmm.
savings and get more people into the reloading community so that we're basically helping our own people get better deals on stuff, but we're going to make sure that these people are using it and they're not just trying to resell it on the market.
Did you hear about that guy? I forget his YouTube channel, selling key cards and got in trouble with the feds on YouTube.
Key cards.
Yeah, something to do with turning apparently AR into an automatic
Oh,
key card, whatever a key card does. I'm not that familiar with
no.
it. What?
You're talking about auto sears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually he
Yeah.
didn't do anything. He mentioned it. I think that someone had him, and just because he mentioned it, boy, they subpoenaed his wife, and he's got to go to court and all kinds of stuff just because it was mentioned. Now, free speech. Yeah, on YouTube. So we got to start. I mean, it's getting to the point where we can't say certain things on this friggin' platform.
It's pretty
A
much
word,
always been
yeah,
like that.
yeah. A word should not be a crime, though. If it's like me saying, "Oh, well, I wished I had automatic, M16." Well, what are you gonna do? Arrest me because I want one? You know, I mean, we start going down this road. I tell you, the left has lost their mind.
I know. I mean, I still think prostitution should
Mhm.
be legal.
The only reason I bring it up, not politics, I just bring it up because it happened to somebody in the gun community online. I read about it, I think yesterday. That tells me that the Biden administration is going to go after people that ordinarily would not be gone after. That's what I suspect is going to start happening.
Oh yeah, dude. Why do you think he got 80,000? He just hired 80,000 auditors for the IRS. What do you think? He's
Mhm.
going to use them as a weapon.
We got to get rid of them people, get them out of the Congress and the White House.
Yep. They're going to use, and a lot of people just don't realize that Obama started doing that, and he was the one in charge of that whole thing. That had the IRS,
Hmm.
because he was like, dude, have them go after businesses that we don't support, like in any
Hmm.
gun shops, ranges. They don't support that fucking shit. So why would they?
Care.
They don't want banks to do business with them, and they figure if they make them an all cash
Hmm.
business, they're going to make them go out of business because a lot of
Yeah.
these places need loans. They need a bank to help them to progress their business. They can't do it out of pocket because they're not millionaires. It's, you know, there's a big difference between a mom and pop gun shop and a multi-million-dollar legal marijuana growing operation that the state regulates, and it's just bullshit is what it is on both cases. The regulation is no more than give us some goddamn money or we're going to say what you're doing is illegal.
Yeah, they can do it by attrition, destroy the gun shops, and pretty soon, matter of fact, if you'll look at the number of gun shops versus decades ago, you'll see a huge drop.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, CRS, Jerry Bear, got in trouble. CRS Firearms got in trouble. I couldn't think of his name. I think it was C something. I mean, supposedly what I read, he didn't do anything. He just mentioned somebody had a key card or something. It must have come up in a conversation. I don't really know. You know how that media is. You don't really know if the story's true. But it looks like to me he'll get off of it. But what's it going to cost him? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, for lawyer fees. You got two headphones, Echo?
Yeah.
Same brand, same type?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You got backup.
Yeah, I got a backup one in case one goes dead.
I thought about ordering one today from Amazon. Just that, at least I'd have something better than this thing. And, I don't really like wearing headphones all the time. It bugs me. But it is great if you want to do some reloading like you're doing, you know, and show people. It's fantastic for that.
Yeah.
So I would definitely put them on my wish list.
Well, you're gonna basically, you need to start like a thing where people in the reloading community can help other channels out. Like if they're like, I'm not saying give away shit free to other people just because they don't have all the shit you have. I'm just basically saying to channels that are making killing off of basically off the reloading community and off of, you know, their content, maybe starting projects where they help smaller channels become bigger channels, give them some advice on how to do things and whatnot, and maybe not in monetarily value speaking, because a lot of guys like me, I don't do this because I want to make money. I'm not monetized because I choose not to be, because I want people to learn something from what I've been taught over the years. I put in all the time learning and all the hours researching and meeting these people to teach me these things. And now I can just show someone, you know, what I've learned. And that's where I'm coming at it from.
Right.
All right. Where in the hell is this?
Pretty good. 9 thumbs up and 9 watching. Average. So that's good.
So basically, the next show we do is going to go down to the meat and potatoes. We're gonna drop powder in the next show. We're gonna drop AR Guns is going to drop his pants.
No, I'm not.
Well, I was just saying that was in the script. That was in the script. I thought you read the pre-approval script.
Yeah.
You might want to check up on that stuff, you know, before signing up for the show. You know, I have some pretty fabulous ideas. I think, you know, next week we're going to be like Cheech and Chong and wear tutus.
You about ready to log out, or are you going to keep going for a while?
I'm just going to talk a little bit, but I'm cleaning. I'm just cleaning up, picking up all the hucklebees up off all the mess, you know, because, you know, a man cannot live on mess alone. You gotta be able to get all your shit picked up so that you can come back to work. And and not have to worry about anything. Trying to remember where some of this shit is.
Got Curtis Long here. Welcome.
Curtis Long, what is going on? That's my mech brother. Have you done anything on that mech? This is the hey, listen, this guy Curtis. You know Curtis AR. He's from High Boys channel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Curtis is a good guy. And me and him chit chat all the time. And basically, he was kind of waiting to see what my results were on that summit press, and he was thinking very seriously about getting the summit or the mech marksman. And through what I was telling him, what I discovered about the summit, he was really disappointed. And yeah, and so he bought a mech from Midway USA.
Wow.
And he got it delivered, and he went down to the hardware store and got some longer bolts so that he could mount it up, and he got it all mounted up, and it looks really good. And he's going to come on the show when I get mine. Mine will be mailed tomorrow. Will be shipped tomorrow, and I should have it in 2 days because I paid the extra shipping for the high speed, you know, because I want the high speed. And then what I do here is I leave in this. Oh, sorry guys, don't mean to bang around so much. I leave in this press a Lee universal decapping die. And the reason why I do that is it's got a Squirrel Daddy decapping pin. And the reason why I do that is I want to be able to decap all my brass and either ultrasonic clean it or wet tumble it. And what I will be doing is I will be decapping a bunch of 300 blackout after I get done loading the 5.56 223, and those go to the range, and I show you guys what kind of results I get. I will be decapping 300 blackout and going through the cleaning stages of the brass prep of that. Along with priming it, powder, and bullets, and shooting that out of my 300 at the range as well.
Hey, Curtis, am I sub to your channel? Seems like I am, but if I'm not, send me a link so I can.
Yeah, Curtis, drop a link in the chat to your channel.
I found a few under your name, but I'm not sure which one's you. See. Yeah. Actually, I see three on YouTube. It's got that name. So.
Usually when you do a search, you put in his name and then put firearms or guns.
Okay. Yeah.
And it will automatically pop him up or anybody that you're looking for like that in because of the Second Amendment community. And what I'm doing here is I hold the RAM, forcing the shell holder up against the bottom of the die, and then I just finger tighten this thing down, and there you go.
Oh, he says you don't have an actual channel. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. You don't have one, he said.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he's just a YouTube. He's got a channel like everyone, but he doesn't actually do content. He's not a content creator.
Gotcha.
He's a subscriber, but that's okay because if we were all content creators, nobody would have, it would basically nobody would want to watch anybody. Everybody would be doing their own thing, and nobody would be paying attention.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So there's need for everybody. And I'm just getting this clean. That way I don't have any nastiness. No rust. No crapola. All right.
I can get that headset for $125 off on Amazon right now.
Headset.
That headset you got, I can get it for $125 off with a new account opened up through Amazon.
Oh, you mean a credit card?
Yeah, they give me a gift card for $125.
Yeah, I've heard bad news for that credit card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recommend. Yeah, I don't recommend.
Amazon Business Black Card, they call it.
Yeah. Black, because they're gonna blackball your ass once you get it.
You get some things wholesale though, cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not everything though, but
you get some money back on it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. See, I got all my. I don't know if you guys see this, but throw all my Jimmy Hoffa. Can you see that?
Yeah.
The press lights?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's even one.
What brand lights you got from?
I only use one brand. KMF UFO.
Okay.
KMF UFO lights. It's an all veteran owned and operated company. Real bunch of stand-up guys. And they make all their products in-house in their U.S. company. And they sell it on Amazon, or you can go like I do directly to their website.
Appreciate it, Curtis. Yeah, I got mine from Inline Fabrication.
Yeah, Dan makes some good stuff. What I like about the difference with the lighting systems from KMF UFO is that they only do lighting, and the lighting that they use is brighter than the stuff Dan uses, and it's smaller LEDs, so there's more clearance when you go up and down, which makes a difference on progressive presses.
Yeah, in time when that Lee turret goes down in price, I'm gonna snatch one eventually. Get me a couple of heads and set it up for 9mm, maybe 40. I'll probably do 308 on my Forester or T7 or who knows, Big Boss. I mean, I'm getting such good results on the T7. I just typically don't even use the Big Boss. But
I'm down in some water. I've been talking. I don't mean to be guzzling everybody's ear. What's going on here in the side chitty chatty?
Says tell Echo that I'll send that brass off this week for you, Echo.
Who said that?
Curtis.
No. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Curtis. Yeah, we're gonna get in a live stream. Me and Curtis are doing a blind. Basically, he's gonna resize multiple pieces of brass, like 2-3 pieces of brass, all the same caliber.
Right.
All like 5.56 or 308 or whatever he's going to use. And he's going to use the same head stamp, and he's going to give me 2 or 3 pieces out of each, and he's going to color them like with a scripto. Like off 3 pieces will be green, 3 pieces will be black, 3 pieces will be red. 3 pieces will come from his T7, 3 pieces will come from his Mech Marksman, 3 pieces will come from another press. He's got a T7 Mech Marksman, and
Hmm.
and a Dylan
I might do the T7 or the Big Boss and then do the Forester and see what different results, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, and then basically he's sending me the pieces of brass, and I don't know what press they came out of. They're just going to have colors on them. We're going to go live, and I'm going to put them on my concentricity gauge and read them off in front of everyone and let everybody know what, and then he's going to tell me what press they came out of. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do a piece of brass out of my Lee Classic cast O frame press, my Lee Classic 4-hole turret, and then my Mech Marksman that'll be here this week, and hopefully my quick change plate will be here this week as well from
I want to ask you a question off topic. When you buy that ball for that Forester press and you're doing, say, 308, is that ball, does it make it hard to use that press? Your leverage is any different?
No, that press puts out so much leverage. You would, that short handle you can use for everything.
Okay,
even resizing brass.
I don't like my long handle on my Forester.
Yeah, I don't either. Get that short ball handle, and you'll be you'll appreciate it. I'll be right back on.
Another tech tip from Echo. Yeah, I'll do that. I thought about buying it for a long time. I just wanted to find out. I didn't know if it would make it really hard for especially 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor, stuff like that. That long handle is just in the way. Now, I could saw it off. It'll be shorter, but I don't see the point. Been streaming 1 hour and 42 minutes. Good stream. Appreciate the sub, Curtis, too. Appreciate it. Everyone subscribe to me. I'm not the greatest content creator, but I put out. Actually, I had to pull one down. I actually lost a video, that instant indicator video I had on YouTube. I had that thing stitched right, saved, and couldn't find it, so I found the sections of it in 4K on my computer, and I stitched them together the other day through the program again, through the CyberLink. And I watched it last night, and I realized that it's not in order. So I deleted it off the channel. So I'm going to probably reshoot it or figure out what order it's in. I don't have it labeled what order it's in. And I did like 4 or 5-minute sections. So I need to, get that straightened out. Either redo the whole video, because I did it for a guy that wanted help. I didn't actually do it because I wanted to do it. But a guy on the High Boys forum wanted to know about it. He had a problem. He was changing in and out. A lot of people think you got to change in and out shell holders all the time with instant indicator, but you don't. You see High Boy doing that, but that's only to verify. Once you get going, buddy, you just dial it in and you just go with instant indicator. So I made him redo it, the video, and might put it up this evening. I had my phone on 4K, and every 5 minutes my phone would drop, kick out. I can't hear you, Echo. You talking?
Yeah, I didn't. I had myself muted like an idiot. I was sitting here talking to myself.
I see your lips move. That's how I knew.
My lips just moving. They just do that. Just like a politician. I'm lying. Lips are moving.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. So, basically, I got that cleaned up. We got everything ready. All we got to do is we got to brush necks. That'll be the next thing we do. Brush all the necks. Throw powder and seat bullets. So, I'll set up the Reading competition bullet seating die. And right over here, we'll put that in right there.
I don't have that one. I kind of didn't buy that. I bought the Forester micro seater.
Yeah, and, everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, I wish I had one, but I'm just not going right now spend what they want for just one die now at this point. In my
the The reason why I had
Mm-hmm.
the Redding is the first one I bought for
Mm-hmm.
308, and I got used to how it works, how it just goes together, how all the pieces
Oh
interchange with
yeah.
each other, and I like how it lets the entire piece of brass be completely supported,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just I think it's a good setup. It's
I have it in 308.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate that the shell holder, the actual bullet
Mm-hmm.
seating stem, is not case hardened.
Yeah, that's the one issue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got it in 308, but I never bought it for the 223.
I've
But
got it 2 in 308. I've got one in
mhm.
223 and one in 300 black.
Oh, they're fantastic cedars, Ray.
Yeah,
They are.
and for 308, I've also got the VLD
Mm-hmm.
bullets seating stem.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I think what we're gonna do is
What did you
we'll
do? Get
do.
a hold of Redding? Did you get a hold of Redding and get that extra seating stem?
Yes.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I got a connection at Reading, and I also have a connection at one of the sales places that sells
mhm.
all their stuff.
I may call them and get one for my 308 then. Another
Yeah,
seating
yeah,
stem.
I can give you the part number. You can get it off of Amazon.
308? Yeah, let me write it down. Okay. What part number?
Hold on.
Okay.
I mean,
So the one that come in, it's not that good for VLD, right? The
yeah,
stock 308.
it's made for a regular 308 type bullet.
Gotcha.
Let me
See,
see.
all I'm loaded so far on my cedar is the 150 grain interlock hunting bullets. I haven't did any VLDs on the 308 yet. So, rating, settings. Yeah, rating's pretty good about that stuff. They've sent me extra stuff for a time or two on something. I can't remember now. I called them and oh, I know what they did. I had a powder thrower that had been used and the plastic was already hazing up. I bought it brand new. I figured it was a return through Brownells. So I called Reading and said, usually they didn't do that. But they sent me a brand new hopper, no charge. So they always take care of me. Of course, Dylan does too. But I had actually a primer, a small primer tube. For some reason, started jamming primers all the time. And time I pried it out, I just called Reading and said, I've got a bad primer tube here. And they sent me another one. No charge. Now, I sure wished I could buy that doggone RL 1100. That is one awesome press to do 5.56 223 on. And actually, even 9mm. How many we got on here now? Let's see. 6 watching.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this damn thing. I'll have to look it up later for you. But I was trying to find it. It's called a VLD
Okay,
seating
yeah,
stem for
no, no,
308.
yeah, we can do it later. Don't worry about that. They probably, if I call them, they'll know what it is anyway.
Oh yeah, they'll know.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. Still.
So what's the side chat saying? Anybody say anything? What's
No,
Curtis up to?
kind of went quiet. Got 6 watching, but nobody's saying much right now.
What does he put on there? Rock chucker?
I wish more young
Oh,
people.
that's the one. Yeah, the rock chucker is one. The other one he's going to send me brass for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll probably go another like 9 minutes so that it'll be 2 hours even.
Okay.
And or we'll just go ahead and shut it down here pretty soon because I'm done covering what I want to do, and I want to save time for actually covering content.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much, everyone in the side chat. Curtis Long. Let's see, everybody that's been out here. DJ Play Nice, Jer Bear, Tactical, Patriot in the Dark. Let's see who else. I think Jerry 1911 was here earlier too, maybe.
Let me look here.
Maybe
No,
not. He
I don't
wasn't.
think so. No. Tim was here.
Tim S.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a few coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Just got another one that just came on. So let's see if anybody popped up anything. Always takes a while for it to jump.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for the 223 Remington 5.56 NATO reloading 2-hour segment. Like I said, this following segment that we're going to do will be the final segment, and it will show throwing of powder and also seeding of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And basically we'll go ahead and we will seal up the primer pockets.
Mm-hmm.
That way we get a nice good seal, no moisture getting in there and causing anything to deteriorate.
Kyle said he uses fingernail polish, clear fingernail polish.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've been doing it for years. Works perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like polyurethane is all it is.
Right.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming by once again. I really appreciate it.
Throw me on the screen a second.
Yeah, if for some reason I get crazy and want to start throwing powder, I may do it before this following Friday.
Why does my room look dark? That's weird.
Looks dark over your head.
Yeah, it usually isn't. That's strange. Let me see what's going on there.
There you go.
I don't usually use that. It's always brighter for some reason, though. Even I'm dark looking. That's weird. I did get up there today over the light and move some stuff around.
Careful.
Tear my cord up. Let me see. Outside of that, I put it back like it was. So, oh well.
A little better.
It's fine. Yeah, I enjoyed it. The chat. Thanks for inviting me. Everybody out in the side chat, have a good one. Enjoy the holiday. Hope you enjoyed it. So let's all load some ammo.
Yeah, I will be covering basically loading the powder and bullets in the next segment. So I'm checking concentricity on those bullets and the actual necks with 2 different gauges and letting you guys see what we're going to come up with. And then we'll take it to the range and fire it, and I'll have someone that's got good vision shoot my rifle and see what type of groups they can get with it. But yeah, you want to say anything to the crowd, AR?
Oh, I just did. Everyone
Okay.
hope you had a good holiday. Great being here. Appreciated everyone for dropping in.
Thanks everyone for
Mhm.
coming by. Patriot in the Dark, Curtis, um, everybody, and even the ones that weren't posted in the side chat. Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, we
Take
appreciate
care.
y'all. Appreciate you a lot, guys.
Take care.